What's good, guys? My name is Ricky Wagner. I'm gonna be reacting to Hamza's RuneScape Green Dragon Guide 500k per hour. Hamza is a self-improvement YouTuber. Great videos, good content, and I would inspire to build up a following or have some type of influence on people just like him. So, without further ado, let's start reacting to the video. I'm gonna give my input here and there, my thoughts, and just wrap it up. Make this short and sweet, 7 to 8 minute video. Let's get this started.
Another hour of his time searching up guides on YouTube about how to make money on video games. Hour by hour, day by day. God damn, Jeffrey. He's racked up thousands of hours on these games. And not only that, he's also racked up invisible hours on YouTube and Twitch watching more shit about these video games. Imagine if he put just a fraction of that time into real life. And yet Jeffrey says that he plays video games for just 1 hour a day. Do not be like Jeffrey. Crap.
Yeah, so first off, his first point, like the amount of time that you spend on video games, like imagine if you put that into a real life skill. I used to be a huge gamer all throughout my childhood, and the amount of time I spent watching Twitch, like consuming myself with content that I'm not going to use, like watching these like Green Dragon guides or quest guides. I used to play a lot of RuneScape. Imagine if I took that time and put it towards a skill. Whether that's like starting a business, a creative skill, like learning how to use Photoshop, learning how to use Final Cut Pro or something like that, the benefits that would pay off. So,
Bracket. Adonis. Adonis sees the young men of today consumed by the virtual world. It's so strange. He looks at them and just thinks, why don't these young men just go out into nature? Why don't they go out into the real world? They want a sense of exploration. Well, you can have a better adventure outside. They want a sense of brotherhood and status. Well, why don't you create a group of friends who challenge each other? This is actually making me really sad, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like crap f***ing hell. It's interesting. I was gonna continue like the Adonis section of this video, and I kind of visualized like this generation of young men who have been so consumed by video games, and I kind of like saw the pain, the addiction in literally millions of men who have replaced the real world with the virtual world. I did that for so long, and I remember the process of trying to stop playing video games when, you know, you first kind of discover that concept of like, okay, stop playing video games, start like leveling up in real life. And I remember it being so fucking heartbreaking and just hard because it's a really negative cycle. At first, video games are nothing but just pure bliss and enjoyment and challenge and exciting. You find a game that you really like when you're young and
yeah, I just want to touch on this here. Like, what he's saying right now is like, video games were so fun when you're young, like, because you have no responsibilities. Like, there's not much really you can do. But, like, as you get older, like, you have more stuff to do on a daily basis. Like, if you actually want to enjoy your life, you kind of have to go outside in reality. And like for me right now, like I literally get sick from playing video games. Like that's how disgusted I am with myself. Like I literally get sick. So I've made this like in 2020 I made a pact to quit video games, so I quit for a long time, and then one of my favorite games, Halo Infinite, launched, and I started getting right back into my habits, playing 10 hours a day, ignoring all my responsibilities. And then I realized, like, I guess this is it. I'm going to have to do this forever until I feel like I'm in a spot where I can control myself, which I know it's very hard considering, I was addicted to it. It's like a drug, it's like alcohol, all that stuff.
parents always let you play for like 1 hour a day, and that's healthy, that's fine. But as you get older and older and you have more responsibility of yourself and more control over your computer and the internet usage that you have in your house, you begin to play for longer and longer, and that's when your real world suffers and you then escape into the virtual world. That's when your friendship group isn't really great and you're not really getting success with girls, and you see girls like, dating some other guy in your high school or your college. In real life, you're not getting the grades that you want in school or the performance that you think you can get in work, but you're leveling up in the video games, so you have a sense of satisfaction from that, and so then you go deeper and deeper into that hole. It's so weird. Like I'm just getting so close to this like scary like feeling of like visualizing hordes millions of men just being sat on like computers, and that's so sad. It's so sad that, like, I know this is gonna sound cringe and gay and everything, but it's like, it's so sad that they can't see the beauty of the world. I remember when I officially like stopped playing video games in May 2020, when, you know, I really transformed my life. I moved back home to my parents' house, and I've not played 1 second of video games since then. And I remember I used to like,
Yeah, and then I'm gonna touch on something here. What he's kind of saying, like when I came back, I graduated college in 2020. I came back home to live with my mom, and like I was still playing video games, and I'm like, dude, I feel like such a loser. Like I just, that's just how I felt, and that's why I started drifting away and eventually leaned off them because I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like I'm literally just wasting it away, and there's this one period of time in maybe like 2018 or 2019 when I actually committed to maybe like 3 to 6 months of quitting video games in college to actually focus on building relationships with people, getting my schoolwork done, making sure my physical and mental health was all good. And during that time, I really soaked in the beauty of actually just living in the moment, grinding, knowing I'm working hard and that it's going to pay off someday. So, like what he's saying is like you actually realize the beauty. I remember leaving the gym every single night and just like trying to soak it all up. The stars were all beautiful, the night was all beautiful, and like I really enjoyed that moment, and I will never forget that to this day. So he's totally right.
look at the world in awe. I'd been meditating more, and I had the two things that really helped was meditation and gratitude journaling, and them two combined with, like, the dopamine effects, the scientific bro science type of like not playing video games anymore. I remember I would literally go outside and like look at trees in awe, and I would like look at a leaf and be like, what the how have I never even like paid attention to this before? Everyone thinks I'm joking when I say like go outside and like touch some grass and like look at leaves. Bro, no, I'm not. That saved my life. I'm telling you right now that the more you go outside and the more you look at trees, the more that you like pick out your favorite leaf, I'm telling you right now that the majority of your problems will begin to disappear. And I know that you probably think that that's stupid advice, and that no, I'm not being sensitive to your real issues because you've definitely got depression and that your life is so bad. I guarantee you right now that the more you do that, you'll see a linear correlation with how good you feel. I'm still taken aback. Like yesterday, I just spent some time in my back garden and we had like the rabbits playing outside. Me and my sister were just like chilling, listening to music and talking. And I was just taken aback every single time I'd see like the sunlight just glistening off something like a tree or just like the wooden fence. And I can't believe I spent most of my life ignoring the beauty of the world because I was just so consumed by video games. And people say to me, their excuse is, okay, 1 hour of video games isn't bad. The reason why I disagree, and the reason why I think 1 hour of video games will ruin your life is mainly because of the compound effect. Because 1 hour of video games today means 4 hours next year, and that means 6 hours, 10 hours the year after that. It means 12-hour gaming days. 1 hour of video games today means 1 hour of playing. We're also doing another 2 hours of watching on Twitch and YouTube highlights. Chances are, if you're a video gamer, you've watched videos which have a similar title to this, like RuneScape Green Dragon 500k an hour killing guide, RuneScape quest guide, and all that. You've watched shit like this, and it blew my mind once when I really thought about this. I used to be a young man who would come to my computer to learn, and I would learn how to make money in a game instead of real life. And that makes me so proud of you, because by watching videos like this, and I'm not, my videos aren't like amazing or anything, but you've slowly been introducing yourself to the idea of self-improvement and actually doing things in real life. That's a big step forward. You used to research games, bro. Like, you used to research how to level up in games, and now you're researching how to level up in real life. You should feel proud of yourself. Scroll down right now and click on the share button underneath this video. Send this video over to a Jeffrey friend who plays video games, and it might help him. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.
All right, that's the end of the video there. Honestly, if you really take time to listen to what he says and watch his other videos, they all make sense, and you can take it with your own, like, take it a little bit of each video and kind of apply it to your own life and see how it makes you feel. Maybe even do your own reaction video and throw it up on YouTube if you feel confident enough. But like I said, the direction of my channel, this is what I want to do as well, but talk from my own personal experiences, which I'm working on. And I want to build my, I want to unlock the best version of myself. And, that doesn't take one day. It doesn't take 2 days. It doesn't take a week. It doesn't take a year. It takes like 3 years of just consistency and making sure I'm staying on top of my goals and just getting what I need to do done. And, I feel so much better now doing that. for 3 to 6 months. I don't take the self improvements amazingly seriously. I mean, I do take it very seriously, but I'm not doing like meditation, gratitude journaling. I'm definitely doing some sort of journaling and just making sure to switch out my unhealthy habits to healthier habits. So that's just my experience. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more videos going forward. If you like the channel, this is a different video for me, but maybe I'll do more of these. Like, comment, subscribe. I would like to hit 1K subscribers by August 1st, 2022. So let's make that happen. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Boys, we've got to do something to help these video game addicts. Last